Ministry announces scholarship for 2023 KCPE candidates to join Form 1 and how to apply. So the scholarship caters for school fees, transport to and from school, school uniform and pocket money for the beneficiaries for the 4 years of high school period. This is a very good one. So the Ministry of Education, in collaboration with Jomo Kenyatta Foundation and Equity Group Foundation, has opened applications for Elimu scholarship program. So the initiative aims to support financial disadvantaged and vulnerable learners who excelled in the 2023 Kenya Certificate of Primary Examination. Now, eligibility criteria is needy and vulnerable learners who scored 280 marks and above in the 2023 KCPE examination. That is number 1. And then number 2, candidates with special needs and disabilities who scored below 280 marks. The third one is learners from vulnerable and marginalized groups with 250 marks and above. And then the last one is refugee learners from the camp-based schools who attend 240 marks for girls and 240 marks for boys. Additional eligibility criteria is that learners from poor and vulnerable backgrounds, including orphans. And then number 2 is learners from urban informal settlement. And then number 3, we've got learners whose parents and guardians are living with disabilities. And then at number 4 is family affected with HIV and HIV/AIDS and other chronic illness. And then at number 5 for the additional eligibility criteria is families affected by extreme poverty. And number 6 of the criteria that you should meet is learners who suffered from neglect and abuse and have no support to continue with their education. And then at number 7 is learners with special needs and disabilities. And of course, those are the criteria, and if you fall on all that criteria that matters on when you that matters if you qualify for the scholarship. So interested applicants are required to collect scholarship application forms from their nearest sub-county education office. So the forms are found at the nearest sub-county offices, education offices, that is. For refugee learners, forms can be obtained from Equity Bank branches in Kakuma and Dadaab, sub-county educational offices, Equity Bank agents at Kakuma and Dadaab, or the office of the camp manager. So Department of Refugee Services in Kakuma and Dadaab. So additionally, application forms can be downloaded from the Ministry of Education website. So for interested applicants, number 1, you find the forms at the sub-county educational offices. For refugees, you find them from Equity branches in Kakuma and Dadaab. At the same time, sub-county educational offices within Kakuma and Dadaab, Equity Bank agents in Kakuma and Dadaab, or in the office of the camp managers, and then Department of Refugee Services in Kakuma. And additionally, for those people who can access the website, so you can also download forms from the Ministry of Education website. So duly completed application forms along with supporting documents should be submitted either online or to the nearest sub-county educational offices by 5 p.m. on December 28th, 2023. So duly completed application forms along with supporting documents should be submitted either online or the nearest sub-county educational offices by 5 p.m. on December 28th, 2023. For refugee learners, form can also be submitted to the office of the camp manager in Kakuma and Dadaab, Equity Bank branch or Equity Bank agents still in Kakuma and Dadaab. So apparently there will be interviews and selection process. So shortlisted candidates accompanied by parents or guardians will be invited for interviews conducted by the community selection advisory committees. Only candidates who meet the stipulated criteria will be considered for the scholarship. So the scholarship benefit is the scholarship covers school fees, transport to and from school, school kits, and a stipend, what we call pocket money for beneficiary throughout the 4 years of education period. So members of the public are urged to share this information widely to reach as many potential beneficiaries as possible. And
you're listening to Blue Radio, bringing the vibe.